one of the first things to talk about is the tuning that I'm in, which is DADGAD, D-A-D-G-A-D, D-A-D-G-A-D. It's a Celtic tuning, modal tuning. Jimmy Page made it popular. A guy named Bert Jantz from a group called Pentangle actually introduced Jimmy into it. That was an acoustic group back in the 60s. For the most part, Kashmir follows this cycle where and you're playing these octaves. So you're going to start out open. Okay, then 1, 3, 1, I'm sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3. Or should I say A, B flat, B, C. And then it's going to come back up here to the D before it repeats. So okay, now there's two different parts that he actually overdubs, and so it gives it this nice full sound besides the clavichord keyboard things that the mellotron that John Paul Jones added. It starts right here at the 12th fret. And then he comes up here and repeats the same process but on these two strings. Now, that's basically the beginning of Kashmir and how the cycle works. If you wanted to start working on that, I can show you the rest of the song where the bridge and stuff hits at a later date. The other song that I did was from the 1994 Unplugged Led Zeppelin Page and Plant tour they did without John Paul Jones. And on the record, this version of No Quarter, which was originally on, No Quarter was on Zeppelin 2? I'm trying to remember. And I should know. But this version that they did on this record was actually tuned down a whole step. I'm doing it still in the original DADGAD. And he played it on a double neck ovation that had a 12 string. So it was really deep, so Plant could actually hit the vocal parts a lot easier. With this, there's a lot of weird chord voicings. See that first chord in there, that, and then I'm hitting the harmonics up here on the 12th fret, and again he's doing the octaves. It's actually quite simple once you get the fingerings down and get it all worked out. Now, there is a couple tricky parts in here. Okay. Okay, and the pre-chorus is where basically you're covering up the first 3 strings on the first fret. Now, that can be a little bit hard to reach. It's really important to actually have pretty correct hand positioning to hit this one. Just goes right back into it. But basically, that's the entire song.